Up to now, has taken the fortune to do it. But I say this to you tonight. Under a new Democratic Labour Party administration, we will turn around this country and we will reform the public sector, because it is necessary for we to reform the public sector, but also to diversify our economy. But if nothing more should be taught to us by the lessons of this pandemic, it shows us how vulnerable our economy is to external shocks. We've had external shocks under every single Prime Minister except Bernard St. John. Our Walton Borough faces with the oil crisis in 71. Tom Adams came in and faces in 81. Like I said, Bernard St. John came in 85, but he didn't have long enough time, thanks to Airbar, so he was removed and he didn't have the time to face a crisis. Erskine Sandyford came in and he has it in 91, another oil crisis, and that fell out. What happened? He go into the IMF and put in Barbados back on sound footing. So much was the effort that was placed by Erskine Sandyford, because a lot of people misunderstand what Erskine Sandyford did, you know. Erskine Sandyford did not only save the Barbados dollar that's pegged to the US dollar, but Erskine Sandyford saved the entire country of Barbados. Erskine Sandyford left measures in place that his successor who came after him had one of the most perfect certificates to bat on. And that is why you see between the year 1994 to 1999, Barbados had such a good economic growth. It was on the backdrop of what was done by Lloyd Erskine Sandyford. The Democratic Labour Party always stand in the breach for Barbados when we are in a tumultuous situation and put us back on sound footing. And we must stay with the Democratic Labour Party and move this country forward. But let me get back to the point. After Erskine Sandyford, we had Owen Arthur. Owen Arthur faced the 9/11 crisis in 2001. I want to look at a trend here, you know. Almost all these years end with a 1. 71, 81, 91, 2001. All right. Democratic Labour Party came in to office 2008 with the onslaught of the global financial meltdown. Many people across the world, many homes went into foreclosure, many banks were closed, financial institutions were struggling, and the impact was greatly felt across each and every nation within this country. Economies of scale plundered, and people felt the pinch at every turn. But this Democratic Labour Party stood up for the people of Barbados. We dealt with the situation. We saved lives and we saved jobs. Now the fate has been dealt to another Barbados Labour Party administration. But it doesn't make sense coming to the people of Barbados and using it as an excuse, because every single Prime Minister had to face an external shock. But this external shock is supposed to teach you a lesson. We are making it habitual of not learning from our lessons. We must understand the fragility of our economy and look at meaningful ways to diversify our economy. We took up a proposed $300 million within the pandemic to supply the hotel sector. Now we understand that tourism is our business, it is our prime foreign exchange earner at this point. But I say this to you, it does not have to be the only one. We have opportunity to do better for our people. And the only way we're going to do it is if we are brave enough and have the vision, the insight and the foresight, but also the intestinal fortitude to make tough decisions, not only for ourselves, but for our children and our children's children. Because the current debt trap that we're in right now is going to be a significant burden to those young people who are of school age within the next 10 to 15 years. Because a lot of the debts you were seeing paid, the bills that we are seeing paid now, will be tripled within that time frame. A lot of the loans that were borrowed are policy-based loans. Those are not going to pay back in the short term. 4 to 5 years down the road, those are going to start being repaid. And we have to understand the magnitude of the debt that we are in. This same administration that is telling you so much about how they delivered, who we all know have promised much but delivered very little, but they're still asking you to hold on with them. I look at a poster coming across St. Clements, and on this poster it has, "You are safer with me." Now, I'm not into the game of name calling, because if there's one thing I believe in, is respect of office. My father but his relatives come from within this region of Pike Corner, the Skeetes, some from Rahal, including Lowe's and other parts, Josie Hill as well. And he said to me from a young boy, respect is due to a dog. So I always learn to carry respect for each and every individual. But at the same time, we must understand and be critical, not to the office, but to those who are holding office who do not act accordingly to the people they serve. And I'm saying this to you because if we tell people in our campaign, we're going to do X, Y, and Z within a 5-year term, you have a mandate resounding like no other. You had 30 seats in Parliament to serve a 5-year term. You came back to the people after promising them just 6 weeks ago that you will not entrust their livelihood and their health to have election in a pandemic, but to come to these same people and tell them we are going to the polls on January 19th. Many speculation is out there, but very few people know the true answer. But indeed, speculation is rife. And in every lie, people say there's a little bit of truth. Now, I don't know, and I'm not going to speculate, but I can tell you this. Something serious had to be happening, or something serious is about to happen to the people of Barbados, and that is why they have run scampering to the people of Barbados to go and oppose within the same pandemic, to risk your life and limb, to vote in an election to save this very Barbados with the help of the Democratic Labour Party. And I can tell you this. In the elections, all toilet pits in Barbados were supposed to be eradicated. We talk about delivery now, right? All gas station workers were supposed to be given raincoats and water boots. All the flat houses were supposed to be changed and the roofs. Let me ask you, the people of Pike Corner and within the surrounding areas, how many roofs changed in this part of the constituency?
9.
How many people at Bentham gas station get raincoats and water boots? How many people at Roadview? How many people at Spikestown? So what was delivered? Empty promises. Empty promises. From since 2006, we were hearing about 4 seasons. This is 2022. It has not materialized yet. But we are coming back now in a press conference in order to mammagle the people of Barbados with fancy rhetoric and giving you all kind of grandiose statements and promises. This project is going to take place. The next project is going to take place. The third project is going to take place. My people, let me tell you this. If there's one thing that is taking place right now in Barbados, it is uncertainty. That is the only thing that you're guaranteed of right now in Barbados is uncertainty. But I can tell you this. To counteract that uncertainty, you have the safety and the surety by going out on January 19th and giving a Democratic Labour Party the mandate to go out there within a 5-year cycle and do the requisite work to bring certainty back to Barbados, to bring sound and sustainable jobs, and to uplift the people, not only this constituency, but indeed across all Barbados. Because all Barbadians deserve that. All Barbadians have the right to encourage each and every citizen to stand up for their well-being. And the Democratic Labour Party will stand up for each and every Barbadian. So in concluding, I say this to you tonight. You, the people of this constituency, you are the craftsmen and women of your fate. You are those who are entrusted to go out there and make sure that you ensure the lives and livelihoods of your children and your children's children. On January the 19th, when you wake up, say your prayers, have your breakfast, get yourselves ready, follow the COVID-19 protocols at the polls. Be very patient because lines may be long and we know the protocols take time. But each and every single person, heart to heart, hand in hand, one by one, district by district, community by community, constituency by constituency, one people, one Barbados, one love, under one God, and we will go out and ensure that we return this very country into prosperity under a Democratic Labour Party administration. Good night. God bless each and every one of you. May His face shine upon you and give you peace, now and forevermore. I thank you, and I see you at the polls, January 19th. Hey!